everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I was going to do something a little bit different, and what I wanted to film was just my contour, highlight, and blush routine. I originally was going to do the Anastasia contour palette, but I know that's not 100% readily available to everyone because it's sold out online and it might be sold out in stores. So what I figured I would do is use my, my little MAC contour palette that I created, because this is a little bit more available because you can just call up the number and order it, and they're pretty much always in stock. So I, right now, I do not have any contour, highlight, or blush on. I do have a little bit of bronzer, and I used the IT Cosmetics CC Radiance Ombre Bronzer, which looks like this, and it's the one that's it's the ombre. And what I did was I just took my Bobbi Brown bronzer brush and I dipped it into the lower half, which is the darker kind, and I just kind of dusted it on my cheeks. Nothing heavy, nothing crazy, just to give myself a little bit of color, because when I do contour, I still do bronze my face up with it. I just happen to use either a lighter bronzer and just use a little bit of a lighter hand with that. So let's get right into it. I'm just gonna get started, and the first thing I'm gonna talk about is the brush I use. You can use any kind of brush you want. I prefer to use this kind of angled contour brush. This is a 168 from MAC. It looks like this, and it's angled, and the way that it fits my cheek is very, it just works better for me. You can use any kind of brush. I know the NARS has that flat top brush, the Ita brush. I have that somewhere. But you can use something that's going to fit into your contour very well. You can use any kind of brush. So this is just what I use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip it into this, this color right here, which is Shadester, which is a little bit darker than normal, but I have a little bit darker skin tone, so I can get away with it. And you just use the light hand. So I dip it in and I tap it off. And what I'm going to do is contour right in this area. So just like that. And it looks pretty harsh now, but we're going to blend it out, so don't worry about it. A little bit more. Let's go with my head. Exactly how you would bronze your face. You just want to get it a little bit more sculpted and defined. And I forgot my little kabuki brush, so I'm just going to grab that. And what I do is I take just like a synthetic kabuki brush. This is by Sephora. I absolutely love this because it's just so soft and it blends out so well. So what you're going to do is, for me, I just start up here and I just blend out any harsh lines. And I kind of hold it a little bit on an angle, so it blends out that contour line the same shape as the brush. So let me just, okay. So that's pretty much how you contour. I just really contour my face, and you can see it made a difference because you can see a little bit more here. So then what I'm going to do is I usually highlight before I do blush. So this is my favorite brush. It looks like this. It's by MAC as well, and it's the 165. Now I know these are they don't make them anymore, but I do know Sigma makes something very similar to this. So any sort of just small tapered brush, I mean, you can really use any brand, it doesn't matter. This is just what I have, and I really just like the way it's small enough to just fit my face. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Emphasize, which is right here, which is the infamous Emphasize that I have loved for a very long time, and I am just going to swipe that with my brush, tap it off, and what I'm going to do is just highlight with this. So I pat it under my eye, and I take it up to my highlight here. Okay, very subtle, very, very easy. It's nothing, nothing crazy. I just want a subtle, defined highlight. If you want to go, you know, down your nose, which I do sometimes, I tip of my nose here, and it just gives like a really pretty subtle highlight. You can go in with another highlighting powder if you want to get if you want that little bit more, but I'm just going to go for just a subtle, easy highlight today. I'm not doing anything special, so that is what I'm doing for that. Then for blush, sticking with the whole MAC theme, I figured it would be easy. I am going to use this ProLongwear blush. I think I showed this in one of my favorites. It's called Blush All Day. And it's just this beautiful pinky neutral color. So what I'm going to do is take my beloved Chanel blush brush that I am just obsessed with. And what I like about this, you dip it in. I dip it in on both sides. I tap off each side, and it's just, the shape of it is just amazing. So what I do is, how I do my blush is I start here, and I pat it back. I start here, pat it back. And again, if it looks a little too harsh, don't worry, because we're going to buff it out. I buff everything out. And I do patting motions. I don't swipe or sweep or anything, but if I need a little bit more, and I pat. I don't really have any special technique to it, I just pat it. So I take my little kabuki brush again, and to blend out any harshness, I just do that. And that's pretty much the look. That's how I contour, highlight, and blush. I don't contour every single day. Sometimes I'm just good to go with just bronzer and just bronze up my face, but if you're looking for something you specifically want to define your face, that's how I do it. So again, I just use some sort of an angle brush to contour. I use a little taper brush for highlighting, and then I have my little blush brush. And the most important thing in this whole thing is the Sephora kabuki brush. It doesn't have to be Sephora brand. It could be any kind of kabuki brush that you have. I just prefer this one, like I said, because it is synthetic, and it just blends out, little hair sticking out. It's freaking me out. You can just use this just to blend it out, and that's the key. You just want to blend everything out so there are no harsh lines. So that is my simple contour, highlight, blush routine. I know this wasn't very long. It doesn't take me very long to do it, but if you have any questions, please leave them below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.